But whatever, it's the end, folks. We did it. It's over. It's finally over. Mike, I'm sorry I couldn't... Oh, help you in the battle before. That's Navi speaking, duh. Oh, I love this. I love the whole he's like... He knows Ganondorf's after Zelda, so he gets his hand in front of it. Alright, folks. Don't worry, guys. I got this covered. Big Goron sword, baby. Oh, no. Nope, we're not done yet. Obviously. Ganondorf still got some power left, and holy shit. This boss fight. This boss fight. Ganon. Literally the best Ganon fight in the entire series. Fight me. Don't give two fucks. And apparently we switched to the Master Sword, so now we can. So now Ganondorf is... So now we can't use the Master Sword. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time we fight together. So yes, now she will lock on to Ganondorf. But holy shit, this fucking fight. Crazy, crazy. So yeah, this is Ganon. I really have no idea what his weak point is. I thought you said you were going to help, Navi. So anyway, yeah, so we don't have the sword here. They took away the Master Sword, despite the fact I had the Big Goron sword out. But anyway, if you actually save here without the Master Sword, I think you come back still without it. If you save and shut off the game, you still come out without it. So what you have to do here is you have to take out his tail right here. Now, usually the trick is you can go in between his legs, and if you don't have the Big Goron sword, you can use basically any other kind of weapon. A lot of people like using the... But yeah, the thing you can do is just go in between his legs and bam. But no, seriously, this fucking boss fight. Funny enough, what they were originally planning for this boss fight was that Ganon would be so huge you had to climb on top of him. But it would not work for the Nintendo 64, so instead they went with this boss fight, which in all honesty, well, that boss fight would have been bitchin'. This boss fight is just too good to really, you know, this boss fight is too good. I can't deny it. It is the best in the series. I don't care what anybody says. Fight me. What, does it say anything different? Oh, no. Here's his tail, though, Navi says. Come on. So, and then in that boss fight, by the way, that boss fight idea, they decided to use it in Mario Galaxy of all games. In a fight you wouldn't think was like that. So anyway, hit Ganondorf enough times, he becomes weakened, and then we can take the Master Sword. Mike, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up. Now, I know there's a trick you can do outside of the game, but being serious here, when I originally played this game, you cannot defeat him unless you defeat Ganon with the Master Sword. You have to hit his tail with the Master Sword. So I guess because it's Evil's Bane. But anyway, so when I was a kid, I just took the Big Goron sword out because I'm like, it's the better sword. I don't give a fuck. And oh yeah, Zelda screams when you get hit. I gotta say, it's actually kind of sending chills down my spine since that one time. But anyway, I tried beating him so many times, and I'm like, why won't it work? And I ended up calling a friend, and she was all like, you know, you could just use the, you know, you have to use the Master Sword. I'm like, oh, really? So yeah, now there is a glitch. I think it's the infinite sword stab glitch, which will allow any sword to work. Or is it possible? Because I know, at least that's what I've seen. But I think you have to do that, or it's like the, oh, damn. Well, I'm glad I have a few fairies, and I'd already be dead now, too, if I didn't have the defense upgrade. Oh, God. That hurt. You know, Zelda, you screaming is starting to get more annoying than anything. I do wonder why his tail was why his tail's purple, though. And why he even has a tail. Why is that his weak point out of all things? But still, don't care. Still an awesome boss fight. Like, the Ganondorf fight is just eh, but in terms of Ganon just makes up for that fight altogether. Alright. Now Zelda's free. Using my powers to hold the evil king. Use your sword and deliver the final blow. Well, I really took it out of her. That's right, folks. Oh god, the if you can. I'm sure that looked better on the Nintendo 64, but you could just see it there. All right. What am I gonna do? You know what? I gotta have a catchphrase for this. Okay, you know, backflip, stab. Okay, backflip. Okay, so anyway, okay. I got this. All right. Suck it. And again, this was originally red blood in the Nintendo 64 version, but now it's green. But no, seriously, still though, that's pretty fucking crazy. He actually impaled Ganondorf's head. Like, holy crap. Link really fucked him up. Doesn't look as cool in the GameCube version, but still, that's pretty crazy. Alright, so now we have the reasons why the sages are here, basically. More than just getting into the damn tower, but also they have to seal Ganondorf. Or send him into the evil realm, apparently. You. Curse you, Zelda. Curse you, sages. Curse you, Mike. Hey, that's me! Someday, when the seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. Wow, rude. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hands. And that's it, folks. That is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Well, we still have this ending bit, but you get what I'm saying. That's it for the evil. It's done. We've saved Hyrule. Thank you, Mike. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Until Hyrule Warriors, anyway. Mike, give the ocarina to me. And yes, I know Hyrule Warriors isn't fucking canon. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. Sages have that power? That seems kind of a little excessive power, but okay. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now go home, Mike. Regain your lost time. Home where you are supposed to be. The way you're supposed to be. Do you really mean to say that again? Thank you, Mike. Goodbye. Alrighty then, guys. So this next scene coming up here is actually kind of interesting. Oh, I know we do. Okay, we get credits now. Now it happens later. Either that or they cut it out entirely. But we'll talk about that if it shows up or not. So anyway, guys, that was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, considered by many to be one of the absolute best games of all time, period. I would say that I was very much in that boat when I was a kid, because playing this game was such an amazing game. The puzzles, the action, so much of it was just really great, and just it left an impact. And in my opinion, I think it's what made me want to just keep playing video games, so I could have experiences like this. I understand I understand that because of a lot of people, especially like how I used to be, you know, this used to be my favorite game of all time. It's not anymore. I would still put it up there, but you know, it has a point in my life. It changed me as a gamer and made me love this game so much. But I understand that a lot of those kind of people who love this game so much, it's like they overhyped this game to a lot of people. So I always call it the Ocarina of Time and Final Fantasy VII kind of thing. You know, it's overhyped as like this amazing piece of art, the best video games ever made. And the many people who play them, they enjoy them, they think they're great, and to those who don't think either of them are great, I think you're missing out on. I think you're really overshooting the it was too hyped for you kind of thing. But it causes it to go, okay, but where is it? I had something similar with kind of a weird put here, but the Hangover movie, everyone told me it was the best fucking movie ever. It was so fucking hilarious. It was so amazing. I finally watched it and I liked it, but I didn't see what was so fucking hilarious about it. You know, you put your expectations too high for people when you praise something so much. And I do think that's what happened. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but that song she just sung, was that Zelda's Lullaby? That was an Ocarina of Time. That wasn't the Song of Time. Why didn't she sing the Song of Time to be able to send me back? I find that kind of weird. I could be, if I'm wrong and I just don't remember that song correctly, then feel free to correct me. But anyway, no. You know, this is a fantastic game. I know people out there will say, oh, well, Link to the Past is better. Oh, other 3D Zelda games are better. You know, I don't fucking care. Zelda is such a... People love so many different games within the series and view other games as their favorite within the series that... You know, I personally have to say that it doesn't matter. Enjoy what Zelda game you love and enjoy them. This is a good game, despite what people say. Some people might not say it's the best game ever. Some people might say that it's aged horribly, or it's aged in general. You know, a lot of games do from this period, especially in graphics, but it is still a really good game. And, you know, I think it should get the credit that it deserves from a lot of this. So, anyway, with that out of the way, I enjoyed making this Let's Play. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun going back over this game, playing with my Framemeister, and finally getting out there. And I love seeing all these different people together, by the way. Those two people got drunk together. You got the Gorons. Oh, hey, even the Kokiri out of the forest, too. Damn. But yeah, Zoras, Gorons, humans, Kokiri, they're all together dancing and happy because of what happened. And it kind of sucks for Link, or at least adult Link, because he doesn't get to see these parties, these things that happen. You know, that you did it. You saved the day. He's just kind of like, you know what, it happens and it sucks. And god, there's a lot of interlacing going on here. I think it's because this is actually a recording of the original Legend of Zelda, and this isn't actually rendered in-game for the GameCube version. It is for the original, but not in-game. I could be wrong, but I haven't had any interlacing until this issue, so I think that's the case here. So it's just a recording put up. Oh, and by the way, that guy in the middle, he's the fisherman who you can get the golden scale from. But no, anyway, this is a great game. This was a fantastic Let's Play to make. It was a lot of fun, and I'm happy I went through with it, because I've had trouble forever trying to make this Let's Play, because I get conflicted in the middle. Not that I don't like it and stuff, but I'm just, you know, I'm like, eh. And I'll look at these two people. They miss Saria and Ruto, basically. It's basically what's going on here. You know, it's not all perfect, but it's kind of sad, but it's kind of cool, though, at the same time, because it's just, it shows, like, how these people feel about it, you know? Because they do, those sages, they have to stay where they're at, and it's sad, honestly. It really is sad. Oh, but hey, look. No, don't they? I thought they had to stay. Am I wrong? Do they come back? Or is that just them, like, gracing the world with their presence? So anyway, with what happened in this game, it needs to be said that, yeah, because I don't think they come back. I think they're just looking on like all happy. Unless I'm wrong here. Maybe they did come back, but... if they did, it's never stated outright. But anyway, so what happened with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, at least when they decided to make this, the timeline, 3 different things happened at the end of this game. The game split off into the Future World timeline, the Young Link timeline, and the timeline where... apparently Link actually loses that fight against Ganondorf. So the future timeline became Wind Waker. The Young Link timeline became Twilight and Majora's Mask. And the one where Link loses is where the original 2D, I think almost all of the 2D games came from, at least before the Nintendo 64. And for some reason, right here, it's what drives the force for Majora's Mask. Navi just leaves. She flies out the window. Like, what the heck, Navi? All the adventures you had together, you're just like, that's it, that's the climax, I'm done. I don't know, maybe what happened with Ganondorf, maybe she just got scared or something, but it's a plot point in Majora's Mask. But anyway, yep, that was The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And this, like I said, this specific scene is actually a recording and not rendered in-game. But we have one more little scene here. Now I'm confused here because did Zelda send Link back in time before Ganondorf struck the castle? That's why she's still here? I think that's what happened. I could be wrong, but that feels like what they decided to go with. And this is the final moment in the game. It's not outright stated what happens here, but basically Link warned Zelda about what was going to happen. Zelda was able to convince her father to not only throw out Ganondorf, but apparently seal him within a different realm than what the sages in the future did. Because like I said, this is different timelines. There's a Ganondorf from this timeline and a Ganondorf from the future timeline. This timeline that we're in right now is Young Link is what ends up becoming of Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess, and then so on and so forth. So with that out of the way, guys, that's it. That's it. There's no way to go back from here either. You have to gotta shut the game off from here. So I don't know what else to say, guys. You know, this was a lot of fun. I'm really happy I did this. Like I said, I'm more of a 3D Zelda fan than I am a 2D Zelda fan. So you know, that's why I still wanted to start with this series, because The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time not only is a landmark game for Nintendo, but you know, it means a lot in terms of the Zelda storyline because of the whole split timeline and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff like about that. So, you know, this is a very important game, and no matter where you go from here, game-wise, you have to, yeah, like I said, no matter where you go from here gameplay-wise, you really have to start here. So, expect to see more 3D Zelda games in the future, and I really want to know your guys' opinion actually about this. So I have a 3DS capture card where I could record Majora's Mask, the 3D version, or the 3DS version. Anyway, they're all technically in 3D, but not necessarily 3D as in like you can see it through your television, but 3DS version anyway. That's why they call it 3D. So I have a 3DS capture card. I can record that, or you know, I know the game has slowdown and it has issues, but I'm sure there's not a lot of Let's Plays out there, especially with something that I have, a FrameMeister, that could really make it look good, that could really show off what Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask looks like on the GameCube. And because it's not a good port, it slows down. You know, you want to make sure you turn the rumble feature off, or else you can get some really bad slowdown issues. But even then, it's not the best port of the game. But because, like I said, this game looked really good, being recorded and de-interlaced from 480i. It actually looked pretty fucking amazing. Would you guys like to see that off the GameCube as well? I'm really curious, because I think I don't think there's a lot of Let's Plays out there that really do that and show off how good this game looks at 480p basically. Technically, it's not 480p; it's 480i translated, not translated, but de-interlaced. But seriously, I want to give you guys a choice there. I'd like to hear 3DS version or the GameCube version, basically through the FrameMeister. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm actually surprised how many of you actually kicked off for this series. You know, I've always told myself, you know, Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy VII are both games that just because people love them so much, they're Let's Played so often on YouTube, and they're such big games that people give up partway through. So I didn't expect a lot of people to actually follow through with this Let's Play, but I'm seeing a lot of you guys actually watching and have a lot of fun with it, and I have to say, thank you guys so much. It's been a fun ride. It's nice exploring this game again, and honestly, as much as I'm starting to see more of the things that have aged with this game, it's still, especially that ending scene with Ganon and everything, it always makes me remember why I love this game so much, because it has so much charm and it meant so much to me as a kid. So, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this Let's Play. I will catch you guys next time. This is Mike Jr. II, signing off from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.